this exercise 6 of time speed distance. Question 1. Two trains started simultaneously at 9 am from A and B towards B and A. Both of them take 12 hours to reach their respective destinations. At what time do the two trains meet? Very briefly, let's look at the concept behind it. Let us assume the distance between the stations A and B is D. The train which goes from station A, let us assume its speed is S1, and the train which is starting from B towards A, let us assume the speed is S2. Both the trains start at 9 am. Okay. When will they meet? Okay. Before that, let us find out where will they meet. When they meet, the condition that is attached is that the total distance covered by the trains together will be equal to the distance AB or equal to D. So the distance to be covered by them is D. The speed of the two trains will be S1 plus S2 because they are coming towards each other, or the relative speed is S1 plus S2. Now we know speed is equal to distance upon time, and hence time is equal to distance upon speed. So the time taken for them to meet will be D upon S1 plus S2. Okay. Now if you know the time taken, if you find that the time taken is this, where will they meet? Again, distance is equal to speed into time. So where will they meet? They will meet, if I have to find from A, where will they meet? The distance from A. The distance from A will be the speed of the train from A, S1, into the time taken, D upon S1 plus S2. This will be the distance from A. Similarly, distance from B will be S2 into D upon S1 plus S2. Now there is a simple process which you need to follow for most of the questions. However, in this question, none of these was required. The speed of the two trains are equal because both of them are taking 12 hours. Since the speeds are equal, they should be meeting at the midpoint. Okay. So whatever might be the distance, it does not matter. Since the speeds are equal, that means they will be meeting at the midpoint of AB. And where will they be at the midpoint? They will be, when will they be at the midpoint? They will be at the midpoint at halfway stage, which is after 6 hours. So they will be meeting 6 hours after starting. They start at 9 am, so they will meet 6 hours after 9 am, which implies they will meet at 3 pm. Choice A is the correct answer. So while the formula is there, when you have to solve the question, most of the time you will have to say, do I actually need to apply the formula or not? Okay. Most of the time you will find I will not be applying the formula. The formula is there for those of you who are more comfortable with it, but my suggestion would be, remember formula to understand the conceptual or the theoretical framework, but focus on the question and the choices. So in this case, the speeds are the same because they are taking the same amount of time, 12 hours. So they have to be meeting at the midpoint, and they will be at the midpoint at the halfway mark in terms of time, which means after 6 hours.